Yeah, well, I always tell people, I lead a lot of pilgrimages, and sometimes my mom will be on the pilgrimages, and I'll say to them, I'm not the Messiah, I'm not God, but let's do a little kind of analogy here. Let's say that you came up to me and you said, Father, I like hanging out with you. You're all right, but your mom, I'm kind of annoyed that she's on this trip. I don't like that she's on my bus, and I'd rather that she wasn't. Well, that's not going to go well. You're not going to be friends with me for very long,
No.
And if you did that to my father, it'd be the same way. This is my dad. You can't be dissing my dad and thinking you're going to be hanging out with me and we're going to be super tight. We're not. I may let you on the bus, but you're going to be in the back. It's going to be a bumpy ride, So.
And Mom is in the front.
You betcha, right? So imagine our Lord, right, as the God-man, he had a mother and he had an earthly father, not his biological father, of course, St. Joseph. He's not offended when we honor them. He's going to be actually very pleased by that.
Yeah.
And it's going to move his heart.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so this consecration, it has all that in mind. But what effect do you expect to happen from this consecration? How does this affect the spiritual life of people who go through this process of making that kind of consecration?
I would say probably twofold effect is what I'm hoping for. One is Joseph's name means increase. Mm-hmm. So when it says, that passage I just mentioned in the New Testament, that our Lord himself in his human nature, not his divine personhood or divine nature, he's God, but he experienced growth, from a child to boyhood, manhood. It says he increased in wisdom and stature before God and man. Well, St. Joseph, the name Joseph means increase. Mary is the magnifier, right? She magnifies the Lord. Mm-hmm. Joseph is the increaser. That's what his name means. So if we give ourselves to him as his spiritual sons and daughters, he's going to increase in us virtue. Mm-hmm. That's all children are called to resemble their parents. Mm-hmm. Now, St. Joseph is not our biological father, of course, but we can look like him in virtue. Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing. We have to, be like him in virtue. The second...
And don't go out too far on that, because that need for virtue is pretty great. Oh. We don't see the promotion of virtue in the public very much.
No, we don't.
That's just not
encouraged. It's a very self-centered society right now across the globe. And I think that when you look at those sacrificial elements of St. Joseph, you look at his life and what he did, and what he was willing to do, I want to be like that man. Mm-hmm. I want to conduct myself in such a manner that I too have a chaste heart, that I am a man of great patience, a man of great mercy, a man of great love. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do when we look to St. Joseph.